What's going on, Moto World? Welcome to Moto Edutainment, where we talk about moto stuff on moto vlogs. It's a beautiful, beautiful sunny day here in Florida. Everybody's out enjoying themselves, and I thought it'd be a perfect time to make a video for you guys, letting you know kind of what you can expect to find on my channel as far as content goes, and give you a little sneak peek of myself, you know, just a little bit, just get a little bit out there. So my channel will mainly consist of moto vlogs. I got some dual moto vlogs coming. I got some big group rides that I plan on getting out there and riding around. And then I got some product reviews coming that I think a lot of you guys will be interested in. There's a new communication system that I think is going to be a big game changer. There's also some new tires coming from Michelin that look awesome. I mean, we are here in Florida, and there's not a lot of curvy roads, you know. You can't be wearing the side of the tire, so usually you run through rear tires pretty fast here. So I figured I'd get a more road biased tire on a sport bike. I know. Why would I do that? But I'm tired of paying for tires when I mainly commute on my bike. I'm not doing track days with it right now. I'm not doing anything crazy. So if I can get some good mileage out of a decent tire, I think that's the plan. Anyway, I really think I can offer a unique perspective when it comes to this moto stuff. I didn't start street riding until later in life, so I look at things a little differently than, let's say, a younger person might. I do have a family, so I question my mortality. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do exercise some demons every now and again. Isn't that right, Ruby? Speaking of Ruby, excuse my manners, I'm so rude, I know. Ruby is a 2010 Speed Triple SE. For those of you that don't know, that is made by Triumph, of course. And Ruby is an inline 3 1050cc beautiful machine. I believe the inline 3 is a best of both worlds kind of engine. I get the high revving, high power, high speed of the inline 4, but I also have a lot of down low mid-range torque that, let's say, like a B-twin or a parallel twin would have. So it fits me very well. And I do believe that our motorcycles are extensions of ourselves. Like, this motorcycle is a part of me. Will always be a part of me. You know, it's special. Which brings me to my next point. I love working on bikes, especially my bike. I like maintaining them. And I think that general maintenance is a big area that is often overlooked by both beginner and veteran riders alike. Things like cleaning, lubing, and adjusting your chain, checking your tire pressure, especially before a big ride, checking your brake pads. Oh, and your oil. When's the last time you changed your oil? Or looked at it, or checked it, or looked for leaks? Those little things can prevent a silly accident from happening. It's an avoidable situation that you don't have to be in. Do a little maintenance. Check on your bike. See if it's okay. You wouldn't neglect yourself, would you? I mean, I would imagine you shower and, you know, brush your teeth every day and, you know, eat food, drink water, right? So you got to look out for your bike. It's like I said, they're extensions of ourselves. So I've seen a lot of people out here riding today. That's awesome. It's beautiful. I love it. I've seen guys riding together in groups. Speaking of groups, group rides can be an exciting and overwhelming thing for a rider, especially a beginner rider. There's so much going on, bikes everywhere. You get to talk to people from all walks of life. I've learned a lot of things from going to group rides. Some good and some bad. Things like I didn't want to let my pride overweigh my right decision. Like, I know that I don't want to ride like that no more, or ride crazy. Like, I put myself in crazy situations that I really, after I look back on it, I thought it was so stupid that I did that. And it's another reason why I wanted to make this channel, so I can kind of give you my perspective on things and why I do or do not do them anymore. I've been there, I've done that, I know how it is. Adrenaline is a crazy drug, and our bikes are adrenaline dealers. Like, you can find anything you need on your bike. And your miles per gallon, like, you get all that. You get all that with your bike. But you gotta be careful. You gotta remember that there's no trophies out here on these streets. Like, the gas station attendant isn't gonna run out in the parking lot and give you a trophy with your name on it because you beat your buddies to the gas station. I've seen a lot of people and heard of a lot of people getting hurt or even dying because they were riding over their limit. And they were surrounded by people that were doing something and they were trying to keep up, or they were trying to do more than they should have been. So just remember, people, ride your own ride. And there's no trophies out here. Just be safe. Another thing is, anytime you swing a leg over your machine, your motorcycle, you're representing the motorcycle community as a whole. So those guys that are out there cracking 180, you know, pulling huge wheelies and all that, that's cool and all, don't get me wrong. That is so awesome. The stunt scene is amazing. The speeders, the racers, those guys are great. But there's a time and a place for all that. So if you were doing all that on the street next to that old lady, anytime she sees a motorcycle, she's gonna think of that moment and already be biased on her opinion about a different rider, someone that has nothing to do with anything. She's not gonna like them because she had a bad incident with one guy or girl. So that's why I wanted to make this channel, so I can put some information out there or try to reach people and maybe change their thoughts a little bit, change the way they think or do things. There is a lot of bad misinformation out there, and I don't want to be one of those channels. I don't want to be out here just ripping up and down the road and doing crazy stuff. I'd rather be out here obtaining knowledge and spreading that around to as many people as I can. If I can help one person or change one person's thoughts about riding or how they're riding, then I would consider my channel a success. I would consider me as a human, as a person, as a motorcycle rider, a success. Because that's what it's all about. Helping the other person, helping that new person that's just getting into the game, showing them the lifestyle and teaching them, you know, things they should and shouldn't be doing, trying to give them pointers on how they're riding. And that's where my unique perspective comes into play. Like, there's a lot of guys out there that don't really care, you know, they just, you know, ride like crazy. And, you know, don't get me wrong, like I said, I do, you know, push it a little bit. I'm really happy to finally begin my motovlog journey. This is something I've always wanted to do, but I've never had the time or the money to do something like this. Life has a way of forcing you to slow down or put your priorities in line and get them in order. It'll make you do that real quick. Like I said, I do have a family, and my family will always come first. I will always make sure my family is taken care of before I chase after my dreams. But now I'm in a position where I can make these videos. I have time to edit these videos. Hell, my job is amazing. I have the best job. It has surrounded me by the people I love, by the machines that I love. And it's made me feel better every day about getting up and getting out and going and doing something, or just going to work. I'm so excited to begin this journey, and I'm really happy to bring you guys along with me. And with that being said, always remember, ride safe, guys. I'm sorry this is gonna be a long one, a boring one, but I just wanted to put something out there so you can kind of get a feel for what this channel is going to be about. Again, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Ride safe out there. Peace.